loss in scar tissue and lay down new collagen fibers. Right now are to increase a function of this muscle and tendon before your competition. And so by doing this, that should help reduce some of that impingement we were having earlier, as well as reduce some of the tenderness when I brought your leg up. So when I'm bringing your leg up, and if you hold right here, I can press on that and that's tender. This should help with that a little bit. We're going to be going light on this. In a therapeutic situation in office, if you're coming in, we'd probably go a little bit more intense. So I'm going to have you hold your shorts right there for me, because we're going to have to get into this spot. And I want you to give me some feedback on. Okay, so with this, what I'm going to do is we're going to bring this ham hock of a leg off the side of the table here. Okay, you feel that gravelly sensation there? Okay. And here we're going to go down to, how's that feel there compared to right there? Yeah, it feels quite a bit different, doesn't it? So this is a little bit more like rough and gravel. I kind of talk about like river rock versus, this is pea gravel. And so that's kind of some of your typical signs that you might find that would indicate that you have some issues up here.
Hi, Robin?
Yeah, so it's really quite a bit right here. Yeah. Now I know this is a different position, but when you're running and you have that high knee lift, is this the area that you've been feeling it in?
Yeah, I run with high knees.
Right. So as a sprinter, you're a 100-meter runner, so you run with some high knees.
Yeah, I have to. And when that's affecting me, I'm slow to react. So like I can get this leg up, this leg kind of drags a little bit, and that affects my timing. Affects my entire race. Then it throws me out of position.
Coming out of the blocks, you get that transition.
Coming out the blocks, the power that I usually generate is harder to generate, and then when I'm up in my running position, it's harder to maintain that knee lift because of that.
Okay, so how are we doing with this? Can you pin? It's a little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay, can you pinpoint where you feel this at now? Okay, so it's a little bit different spot now then. Okay, so we're going to just move you a little bit differently. Okay, and this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you put just light pressure. I don't want you to work too hard right now. So there you go. How are you doing here? I want you to give me a scale of 1 to 10 for level of discomfort as I'm doing this.
In that area is about a 5.
About a 5? Okay. So I want you to keep this at about that level. I don't want it to get any more than that, so let me know. Also, I want you to tell me what level that is for level of discomfort, the same amount of pressure.
2.
About a 2? Okay. So it gives you an idea of... Perfect. Yeah, right here. Feel that?
It's gravelly right there, but it's not as
painful. Yeah. Okay. Let's retest you here. Okay. Where do you feel this at now? You don't feel it? Okay, perfect. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do one last thing with you, and I'm going to have you standing right here facing that way. Okay. It's going to turn you just like this. Okay, I'm going to have you get into a lunge position where you're up. Like that. There you go. Okay. So go ahead and lunge forward. Get that into, I'm going to get you into a loaded position on this, a functional position. Okay, now go ahead and up and down here for me. Okay, and you can go ahead and do that when bend this knee. There you go. And up.
Hey guys, watch it.
Okay.
I don't want to hit you. Okay, bend your knee for me.
Excellent. Fantastic. Now you're also having some foot problems too, correct?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
One I've always had was an ankle jam, but recently, the past month, the bottom of my foot, right up in there, has been killing me.
Okay. Does it bother you in certain maneuvers, like?
Just especially when I first start out running.
First start out running?
Yeah,
okay.
It kind of, I guess, it loosens up a little bit.
How about if you rock back onto your heels? Does that bother you at all?
No.
Good. Excellent. Why don't you slip your sock off here for me? Okay. First thing we want to do is just check some of that ankle motion or lack thereof. Okay, so that's your long axis This is posterior glide, which is very limited. Calcaneal glide, it's actually not bad. Mid-foot motion is pretty good. First ray motion is very good. Okay, we're going to slide you back just a bit here. So, just like what I did earlier with the table, it's going to make a loud dropping sound. We're just going to do an adjustment to try to restore some lost motion within about the ankle here. We're going to do a pull that's going to be straight down first, another one that's going to kind of drop back to increase the ability of this talus to glide. It's going to be loud. There we go. There we go, much better. Okay, one more here. Excellent. Good response there. Okay, so how are we doing right in there? Is that
Right. I feel it very good. I feel it there. I've also taken some relief.
okay?
So it's
Yeah.
like the pain is not as
Not as bad. Okay, how about when I'm pressing there? Any tenderness there?
No.
That's great.
Right there. Right
Okay,
there.
right there. Yeah. Okay. Now is that $10 as I'm gliding? Okay. Okay. How about this way? Okay. Now when I'm gliding this way and I press there, is that painful at all?
The glide, no, but pressing down on it hurts.
Right there? Yeah. Okay. But once again, now I'm going to kind of glide this way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're going to do a little bit of work here, but there may be, in addition to some plantar fascia, you may have a problem with the retinaculum, which holds this fat pad in place.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll slide over and shear, and it'll strain the fibrous attachments that hold that down.
Okay.
So we're just going to use a slightly different instrument. And part of why we use these instruments is that they'll help, they can provide a resonance that's almost like a stethoscope to help isolate some of the conditions that we're looking at.
Hand on that side, stretch it, facing that way. Slide back.
Same thing, this pre-event, so I don't want to be killing you off here. I want you to give me gradations of 1 through 10 for levels of discomfort. How are you doing right there?
Right now, it just feels like you're just rubbing on it.
Yeah.
When you're ready, one more. You gotta start right off. You're about an hour ahead. You got 5 minutes.
Make sure we're still on that right spot.
That's what it's feeling.
Yeah, so how's that compare?
Okay.
Right, that's okay. Yeah, I can feel that now. How's this feel to you?
Right now, it's like it's not pain. It's more I feel the scratching.
Mm-hmm.
And when you just press down on it hard at one time,
Okay, I'm going to be pressing like that again because we're going to retest it, see how you feel comparatively. Just a forewarning. I'll let you know that I'm purposefully sadistic. I'm not randomly sadistic.
That's good to know.
Okay. Okay, so how are you doing there?
Actually, it's a lot better.
Okay, how's that right there? It's a little different spot.
Still, it's a lot better
A lot
than
better.
it was before.
Okay, now we're going to work a little bit of just the general plantar fascia here, just to kind of.
Want a needle in that? Okay, you good?
How are you
It
doing?
feels tight. It
Yeah.
feels tight.
There
It's
he's
rubbing on
laying
it.
a breath.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how you got your leg in that position. I was looking at
This
it
is
going,
just kind of a warm up here. So what I want you to do is do your warm up. Let me know if you have some discomfort there, because we might tape that again. Put a little tape in here. We'll create a little heel cup, and that will help support some of that a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Okay, have a great day. Enjoy yourself out there. For all that 9-point-something seconds.
9, 10, oh, it don't matter. As long as I get it.
So we're doing a bit of an acupuncture technique on Christine, who's a high jumper. So this is an active trigger point, and there's several ways you can get things released by grinding them out the hard way, combination of utilizing stainless steel tools called grassin, or we can get the process started by having an acupuncture needle in there. So go ahead and pull that out, Christine. There you go. Perfect. So what I'm looking for is bringing a foot up into dorsiflexion. Is Christine able to keep that leg in an internal rotation position, or does she laterally rotate like this, which is usually too much overpull by that gastroc muscle? So after that needling technique, she's doing a much better job there. Now I can just kind of go and clean out the rest of that with my hands, as well as a little bit of coming in here with that Graston tool and isolating the particular fibers that are keeping that thing held back. So now those forces from the ground will be able to transfer up through the kinetic chain and be utilized hopefully by Christine to get a little higher over that bar today. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring Christine back up and see what she's feeling like in standing. So let's have you go ahead and do a little bit of a lunge position, see if you can get down through there.
Yes, it's a lot. It's looser. It's a lot better.
Okay, great. Excellent. So, trying to keep them together because it's kind of
Well, me too, so that's why I have
So,
the left and the right.
perfect, Steve. I think that's great. Yep.
For her pre-event, she's done a little warm-up, feeling pretty good, but she'd like to just kind of get all the last kinks worked out. Feel like she's got full range of motion. She can run loose. Pull with me. Pull down. Release. Good. Good. Okay, lift that knee up in my armpit. Good. Okay, go. Good. Good. There. Very good. Here we go. Good. Push up against me. Release. And again. Release. Good. Go forever for this one. That's my son. That's perfect at age 9. You don't want to play fishing. Okay, lift up. Good. One more to the side. Okay, you can lay on your side for a moment. Okay, grab hold of the table. Since I don't have you strapped down. You help me to bend your knee for me. Okay, ready? Okay, kick back with me. Good. 2. Go. Again, bend that knee for me. Pull forward. Release. One more. Pull. Okay, Eugene, what's that leg touch the sky? Release. And again. Release. Let's hit the other side. Okay, we go kick back. Big kick. Keep that knee bent so you can kick. Yeah. Okay, so forward. Pressure good there. Lift up.
Ollie?
He actually went late on that
Okay.
Saturday. He was late. An hour and 5 minutes to 6. We started instead of 8 o'clock in the morning. We started at
Okay, pull down towards the table.
we started at 7
Release.
instead of 8. Everybody wanted to come over.
And again.
He did basically kind of his
Release.
last
Good.
hour from 5 to 6, and the 7 to 8 was more of a motivational. Life. So, all right.
Okay, pull. Release. Pull. Release. Okay.
That's so good.
Touch your low back feeling. Loose. Okay, now you have a turnover. We grab grab my wrist. Alright, pull down toward the waist. Release. Hands behind your head. Elbows up. Let your head drop. Okay, gently roll back. Right there, hold that. Huh?
Upper extremity, lower extremity, like step, extremity, lower extremity.
Okay, when you're ready, roll back. And slowly release. All right, girl. Go get him.
That's not bad. Very good with this change.
Right side for me. So we're doing a little pre-event stretching here. So bring your knees together. Perfect. Great. And let's go ahead and have you lightly pull down for me there. So when I saw Derek standing, you had a high right ilium. So we're just going to stretch that out really quick. Good. Lightly pull down again. Great. And relax. Lightly pull down again. Good. And relax. Great. Go ahead and lay on your back for me there, Derek. We're going to do a couple stretches on you. Right. Go ahead and put this guy over there. This guy over there. That's your left side. Tipped you over. This guy over here. Great. There we go. Right hand up on your head. Like this. There you go. Perfect. And slide underneath you here. Okay, Derek, I'm going to have you pull back to midline for me. Great, and relax. So we're just doing a stretch to the upper fibers of the QL. Pull back to midline again. Great, and relax. Pull back to midline. And relax. Let's bring you back up to standing for a sec.
3 more of those. There we go.
Good.
One more.
Great. Derek, take a right step for me. Good. Turn your shoulders to the right. Great. Good. Come on back. Derek, take a left step forward. Good. Show me turn into the left. Great. Have a seat right here.
This way.
Yep, facing that way. All right. Derek has a little bit of a tendency sometimes to dump to the left, so we're just going to go ahead and take out that side component and get a little bit more rotation back into there. All right, there, Derek. Come on up right to that point. There. Turn back to the right for me there. So we're going to do a little muscle energy technique on him. And relax. Relax. Let me take you to the new barrier. Good. Derek, go ahead. Again. Just easy. There you go. And relax. And again. Great. And relax. Good. Just turn you to the left.
You don't want to spend a lot of time on this.
Great. Turn you to the right.
10 max. Only if it's tight, 5 if you're good.
Go ahead and lay on your right side, Derek. Right leg behind you. Great. Yep, you're going to rotate back for me. Beautiful. Perfect. So you can see that Derek looks a little bit like he's in the middle of a step right here with his left leg going into a heel strike, his right leg in a push off. Go ahead and pull down
Put you
there.
in there, in the trigger room.
Great. Perfect. Let that go.
Was it? It's anterior?
And
Okay,
again.
this side? Okay, we'll do that real quick where he tips.
Great. Let that go. Good. And one more time. Great. Let that go. Hey, Derek, I'm just going to stretch that left quad out for just a sec. So roll back this way for a moment. Boom. You bring it here.
Where it's tight. It's just tight right there.
Make sure you're getting through there.
What about the hamstrings?
Good. Pull forward for me there. And let that go. Good. And again, pull forward.
And actually, with your anterior.
And let that go.
So you're right in place.
And again, pull forward. And let that go. Great. Okay, pull forward for me there. Great. Just going to do a quick quad stretch. Good. Let that go. And pull forward again. Let that go. Great. There we go. One more time.
Yeah.
And let that go. Good. One more time right there, Derek. Go ahead and pull forward. Stretch through those obliques a little bit. And let that go. Good. One more time. And let that go. Great. See what that feels like, Derek. Come on up, check it out.
All right.
Good. Okay.
Lucy starts and I see if they hold up.
Okay. Sounds good.
Throw it back to you. Just have it.
So should we put it back on
Yeah, that or we could go with Robbie.
Robbie's doing some good stuff, yeah.
You want to get Robbie?
Which one's Robbie? Left
Robbie's
or right?
in the
Harburg? Okay.
Where are you doing?
I'll be back. Just
Alrighty.
come
Sounds
grab me
good.
if you need me.
Okay.
Two more.
Okay, Robbie Duran. So, what got you started into massage work?
When I was a kid, my grandmother said, get over here and make yourself useful, and that was the start of it.
All back to grandmother, huh?
Yeah.
Did she beat you along the way, or did you just go back straight into massage school?
Well, my friend was taking massage course, and I thought, 206 bones, how interesting.
Yeah, yeah. How many muscles? Okay.
Got me.
500 plus, so 509.
509.
So anyhow, how many of those are you working